Hola, ¿cómo estás? Así. ¿Por qué? Porque we, the people of God, have gotten ourselves into a pretty nice sized ditch. This is fairly large, relatively big, humongous, tremendously gigantic. So God currently in this season is doing an upheaval. It's an upheaval of a renewing, guys. Upheaval of a process. I had to look that up. A violent or sudden change or disruption to something. So God in this season, he's doing a violent change. Yes, but an upheaval is necessary in order to make all things new right now. And things are just so rooted deep down that they just have to be upheaved. Because that's just what he does. He said, "Behold, I make all things new." Right, for these words are true and faithful. I'm Alpha, Omega, beginning and end, first and the last. I'm the author, the finisher. I'm everything. Resurrection, life, the way, truth. I gotta make it do what it do, baby. So you got the Alpha, right? That's the beginning, the first. And then you got all of this stuff in the middle. Drama, chaos, dissension, and everything's just going crazy. Just, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ain't got no money. All my relationships are failing. People are dying. I don't have a job. I can't do this. How am I supposed to do that? I'm going to school, I'm working, I'm doing all these things, all these responsibilities, all these burdens, and I can't even get rid of my sin and all of this, and Lord, help deliver me. And he's the Omega. He's the end, he's the last. He's the author, and he's the finisher. It don't matter what goes on here, all of this in the middle, because he wrote the script. Let me tell you something. The work that God started in you, he's going to finish it. The work that he started in you and everybody around you, no matter what it looks like, he's trying to break up friendships, family members, can't find a job, whatever it is. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, by the way. But yeah, a lot of times we just settle and the enemy comes in like a flood. The Spirit of the Lord lifts up a standard against him. Yeah, a standard. What's a standard? What standard are you talking about? Standard of holiness, righteousness, purity, not doing the things of the world. Don't you realize that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Separate from the world, don't do what the world does. Because nowadays, people like to hear what they want to hear. But the good news is that God is faithful. And the other part of that standard is that he has promised happiness, peace, joy, life, and life abundantly. That's part of his standard, because he can do exceeding abundantly above all we can ask or think, and a lot of times we just settle for less. And when things are just going wrong, we just take it and accept it, when no, that's not what he promised. He promised if we bring all our requests to him, the God of peace, which passeth all understanding, will keep our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. And it reminds me of the Israelites, because God loved them as a people so much, but they were so unbelieving in Exodus. God performed all these miracles, and yet they were still like, oh my God, how are you going to make a way? We're doing all this. You brought us out here to die. But God was just so faithful. And he loves us just the same through his son, Jesus Christ, whom he sent to die for us. And we have confidence and access to the Father with boldness, coming to his throne of grace, seeking and finding grace and mercy. He's a present help in our time of need, and he's always going to be there, and he's always with us to the end.